Happiness is the universal longing, the golden thread that connects all human endeavors, regardless of time or place. Yet, it often slips through our fingers, like trying to hold water in our hands. We pursue it in fleeting pleasures, achievements, and relationships, believing that happiness is something to be captured or attained. But what if we've been looking in the wrong places? What if happiness is not a destination, but a way of being, something cultivated from within, rather than found in the external world? At its essence, happiness is a state of inner peace, a harmony between our mind, heart, and actions. It is not the absence of challenges or suffering, but the presence of purpose, gratitude, and self-awareness. Happiness is less about circumstances and more about how we engage with life. It's about finding fulfillment in the present moment, in the journey itself, rather than waiting for a perfect future that may never come. The illusion of achievement-driven happiness. One of the most persistent myths about happiness is that it is tied to success and accomplishments. From an early age, we are conditioned to believe that happiness lies on the other side of a goal, a degree, a promotion, a relationship, or a material possession. We internalize the idea that "I'll be happy when," and thus begin a lifelong race toward future milestones, constantly postponing joy. But think about the times when you've achieved a major goal. How long did the satisfaction last? Did it permanently alter your sense of happiness? Or did the joy fade, leaving you searching for the next accomplishment? This is the cycle of external validation. It provides temporary highs, but it doesn't offer the deep, enduring happiness we seek. The reason for this is simple. Happiness rooted in achievement is conditional. It relies on external factors that are often beyond our control. The more we tie our happiness to success, the more vulnerable we become to disappointment when things don't go as planned. And even when they do, the joy is fleeting, because we've trained ourselves to seek fulfillment in the next victory. True happiness, however, is not about what we achieve. It's about who we become in the process. It's about realizing that we are enough right now, without the need for constant striving or comparison. When we stop chasing happiness as if it were a prize to be won, we can begin to cultivate it from within. The practice of gratitude, a path to contentment. Gratitude is the foundation of happiness. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have, allowing us to appreciate the abundance in our lives. In a world that constantly encourages us to want more success, more possessions, more experiences, gratitude reminds us that true wealth lies not in accumulation, but in contentment. The beauty of gratitude is that it is accessible to everyone at any moment. It doesn't require wealth, success, or perfect circumstances. It simply asks us to open our eyes to the blessings that already surround us, no matter how small they may seem. When we practice gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the positive aspects of life. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it means acknowledging both the light and the shadows and choosing to dwell on the light. Gratitude is a way of seeing the world through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. Make it a habit to reflect on the things you are grateful for each day. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun on your face, the support of a friend, or the quiet moments of peace in your busy day. As you build this practice, you'll find that your sense of happiness grows. Gratitude teaches us that happiness is not about getting more, but about appreciating what we already have. Purpose, the compass of happiness. Happiness is not a passive experience. It is something we actively create through the choices we make and the direction we take in life. Living with purpose is one of the most profound ways to cultivate lasting happiness. when we align our actions with our values, and when we feel that our lives have meaning, we experience a deep sense of fulfillment that transcends the temporary pleasures of material success. Purpose gives us a reason to wake up each morning. It motivates us to persevere through challenges because we know that our efforts are contributing to something meaningful. Whether your purpose is rooted in your work, your relationships, or a personal passion, having a sense of direction is key to experiencing sustained happiness. The beauty of purpose is that it doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. You don't need to save the planet or achieve fame to live with purpose. Sometimes, purpose is found in the small, everyday acts of kindness and care, in being present for your loved ones, in creating beauty through art, or in helping others find joy. To discover your purpose, reflect on what brings you joy and fulfillment. What activities make you lose track of time? What issues or causes stir your heart? Purpose often arises when we tap into our authentic selves and pursue what feels most meaningful to us. When we live in alignment with our purpose, happiness flows naturally. The role of resilience in happiness. Happiness is not about avoiding pain or hardship. It's about developing resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. No one's life is free of difficulty, but our ability to bounce back from adversity is what defines our long-term happiness. Resilience is the inner strength that allows us to weather the storms of life with grace and emerge even stronger on the other side. One of the key elements of resilience is our mindset. If we view challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we become overwhelmed and discouraged. But if we see them as opportunities for growth, we tap into our capacity to overcome and learn. Resilience is not about suppressing negative emotions or pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging pain, processing it, and then choosing to move forward with hope and determination. Cultivating resilience requires self-compassion and patience. It means being kind to yourself when things go wrong and recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. The path to happiness is rarely a straight line. It's filled with detours, struggles, and lessons. But it's through these experiences that we grow and become more connected to our true selves. When we build resilience, we create a foundation for lasting happiness. We learn that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but on our ability to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Mindfulness. The power of presence. Happiness is found in the present moment, the only moment we truly have. Yet, so often, our minds are consumed with thoughts of the past or worries about the future. We miss out on the richness of life happening right now because we are too distracted to fully experience it. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing our awareness to the present moment without judgment. It allows us to engage more deeply with our surroundings, our thoughts, and our emotions. When we are mindful, we are no longer caught up in the rush of life. We are able to savor the simple joys that might otherwise pass us by. Mindfulness also helps us cultivate acceptance. Rather than constantly striving for things to be different, we learn to embrace life as it is. This doesn't mean we stop pursuing our goals or improving ourselves, but it means we stop resisting the present moment. In this acceptance, we find peace, and in peace, we find happiness. Start practicing mindfulness by paying attention to the small details of your day. How your body feels as you breathe, the sounds around you, or the taste of your food. These simple acts of awareness bring us back to the present and remind us that happiness is not something distant. It's available in every moment, if we choose to be present for it. Embracing imperfection, the key to lasting joy. One of the biggest barriers to happiness is the pursuit of perfection. We are often conditioned to believe that happiness is found in a flawless life, one without mistakes, failures, or struggles. But perfection is an illusion. Life, by its very nature, is imperfect, and so are we. The sooner we accept this, the sooner we can free ourselves from the unrealistic standards that keep us from experiencing true happiness. Embracing imperfection means letting go of the need to control every outcome and accepting that life is messy, unpredictable, and full of both joy and sorrow. It means being kind to ourselves when we fall short of our expectations and recognizing that our worth is not defined by our successes or failures. Happiness is not found in achieving a perfect life, but in embracing the imperfect one we already have. When we let go of the need for perfection, we open ourselves up to a more authentic, joyful experience of life. We stop waiting for everything to be just right and start appreciating the beauty of what is, flaws and all. Happiness in connection. The importance of relationships. While happiness begins within, it is also deeply nurtured through our connections with others. Human beings are social creatures, and our relationships, whether with family, friends, or community, are a crucial source of joy, support, and fulfillment. Strong, positive relationships provide a sense of belonging and remind us that we are not alone on this journey. Cultivating meaningful relationships requires time, effort, and presence. It means being there for others, offering kindness and support, and also allowing ourselves to receive love and care in return. True connection is built on vulnerability, trust, and empathy. But relationships also challenge us to grow. They mirror back to us our strengths and weaknesses, and through them, we learn important lessons about patience, forgiveness, and compassion. When we invest in our relationships, we enrich our lives with the kind of happiness that comes from being deeply connected to others. As you navigate your own path to happiness, remember that it is not a solitary pursuit. Share your journey with those you love and find joy in both giving and receiving.